Alright, my wings, welcome back to another Skyrim video. As you can see, I have a quest line that I probably haven't showed you yet. So we're going to be going to this section right here in the quests. And we're going to be retrieving this skull right here. We are in the Soul Crane, I believe it's called. I will show you exactly where to find that, but if you're already a vampire in Skyrim, it should be fairly easy to find the castle, home where this is at. Due to that's exactly where you have to go to become a vampire in the first place, and then beat the Vampire King, blah blah blah. And here, if you are a vampire, don't worry about sunlight. Obviously, there is zero sunlight. It's not going to affect you or keep your stamina down for much long. Like, I don't know if I worded that correctly or not. I have jokes, sadly enough. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, and to come back in after such a long break doing this, because I had things going on, and you know, now I got a fiance. I just had like a little bit of falling out with myself. I needed to clear up before I did all these videos, because I figured I can't really enjoy what I'm doing unless, well, I have the appropriate like stance on what I'm doing. There should be more videos coming for you. I think I'm going to have a co-stream with a friend of mine. You guys know him as Cyber Kane, I believe, and we have a few upscheduled gaming sessions coming for you. When I say scheduled, I don't actually mean scheduled. I have to schedule this with him, but I'm sure he wouldn't be too far off from scheduling some events, either Fortnite or GTA 5. I now have that as well. I have my character upgraded just a little bit, not too far, just enough to show you guys what I have. I have, I believe, 2 apartments and a few other things as well, but let's get this skull before I tell you anything else about what's coming up. Alright. So I believe we are almost there. These are a little bit harder to fight. Alright, let's get this skull.
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Alright, so now we can call him. Let's go ahead and do that. I always forget exactly how to do this. But honestly, it's not as bad as you would think. You just gotta find stable ground enough to do this. And this is what Arvak looks like right here. If you guys have been searching for him, he is in the Soul Crane. course, you can ride this horse, but he has a little bit of a click noise. Some people might think that that's kind of annoying after a while. Alright, let's get back up to this place. You're going to be wanting to go to this castle. If you have an option and you've already been up here, the Soul Crane is directly outside of this. Like, if you go in the door from this area, it's just right there. But if not, you would have to go through this whole castle, and I believe if you aren't a vampire, this option might not come up for you. And if it does, you would probably have to fight your way through a bunch of just... well... You know my point, okay? It's just not the best. And so you're gonna want to at least mark it, because sometimes this is hard to get out of. There's always somebody who's gonna try to kill you through here. It might have looked easy on the way in, but it's definitely not as easy on the way out. I'm sure if you stick to some of the paths, you'll get lost. But this should be the main one right here. I'm probably gonna get lost. I haven't been through the Soul Crane but once. And that was to defeat that dragon. And afterwards you could summon him as well, I believe. You could summon him a few times if you're in danger. He just wants to get out of this area and help out whatever he can for whoever rescues him. There's the beginning right there. Once you see that right there, you can just go ahead and keep going. Don't be afraid to get off. He's not going anywhere. You can just summon him again if he disappears. I'm not very good with pronouncing the words of exactly buildings, so I can't really say exactly what this building is called. I just know that this is where the vampires linger around, I guess you could say. But other than that, if you go to that landmark I told you, the balcony, it's just right through a door, and then you could go there instantly. So I'm sorry about taking up all of this video trying to tell you where this is, but when I was playing this game, I had a little bit of a hard time because I know when you mark the Soul Crane, it goes off into a different place entirely. So if you're trying to find this specific thing, then it's not exactly going to work out unless like you know exactly where it is, and not a lot of people know. From YouTube videos I've seen, they don't exactly know the location of it, or they just don't know how to get there, or something on those lines, you know. So I was just here to tell you where it is, how to get there. It's pretty simple. If you want to get this bone horse, Arvak, then it's pretty simple. You just go in there, you might fight a few things. You don't need to be a high level. It's just better to be a high level. You just knock everything out of proportions. And then make sure that you just get all that done, and then afterwards it's just a simple conjuration spell to get him, and then you can just summon him wherever. And then you always have a horse no matter what. If this dies, you just summon him again. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, like and subscribe. Please go ahead and push that bell icon. If you don't, that's okay. But I'm pretty sure I have some very, very, very exciting things coming up for you in the future. So stay tuned for that. Death Dragon out.